Stay on with us, please. Kunal Shah joins in. He's Senior Technical and Derivative Analyst at NLKP Securities. Very good morning to you, Kunal. Let's begin with, where you see the levels going this morning for the markets.
Good morning. I think last week what the markets had behaved that we had given a breakdown for Nifty below that 22,200 mark. So right now market has struck in a broad range where we see 21,900 as a support and 22,200 as a resistance. So on the downside, 21,900 is where the 50 DMA is placed on technicals and 22,200 is the level where the 20 DMA is placed. So you can say it's a perfect range in which the market is stuck. A break on either side will have trending moves on the market. So I think the first 15 to 20 minutes will be very, very important. If we are able to hold the mark of 21,900 on the downside, then we might expect some recovery toward 22,200. However, if 21,900 is breached in the opening 15 to 20 minutes of the trade, then we might see the correction continuing towards 21,500 on the downside. So I think the opening of the market, the first 20 to 25 minutes will be very, very important where we trade, and post that we'll get a trending moves in the market.
Kunal, quick word on Bank Nifty. The 2-week high of Bank Nifty is 46,870, but I believe Friday's close of 46,600 is fairly critical for the index. And it seems like there's a good chance today that could be breached. If that does happen, what is the trade on Bank Nifty?
I think Bank Nifty, if you look at the Friday's closing, we had formed a doji candle on technicals, which indicates indecisiveness. So still there is a tussle between the buyers and the sellers. One point to notice out that Bank Nifty is still trading below its 20-day DMA. So clearly, once we surpass that 47,000 mark on the upside, then only aggressive bullish bets should be placed for the Bank Nifty index on the long side for targets of 48,000 on the higher end. The lower end support for the Bank Nifty is at 46,400, 300 zone. Again, in the opening, if we breach this mark, we expect this correction to go towards even 45,700 on the downside. So I think for both the indexes, it's a wait and watch situation. Since Bank Nifty is showing much positive signs compared to Nifty at the current levels, one can trade with a good risk to reward ratio at the current levels, keeping a stop loss of 46,400 and looking for targets of 47,000 on the upside. And if today we close above 47,000, then we expect a sharp short covering rally towards 48,000 on the upside.
Quickly, before we go into a break and start tracking pre-open, what are your top two trading calls? I believe we've got a call on Polycab this morning. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, so firstly, if you look at the technical charts of Polycab, the volatility in the market, what has been in the last 1 week, Polycab on the technicals has been in a sideways trend. And on Friday's closing session, we saw good recovery from the lower levels with volumes. So I think we can see some short covering coming over here in Polycab. I'm expecting levels of 5,030 to 5,100 on the upside, and one can keep a stop loss of 4,770 on the downside for Polycab. So Polycab is something which is looking good. Plus, it is sustaining above its 20 DMA. There are very few stocks which are sustaining above the 20-day moving average. Polycab is one, so that could give you a good upside. My second will be on the sell side. So as we mentioned that if the market breaks the support of 21,900, we can see the selling pressure getting aggressive. Out of that, pharma as an index has shown some signs of weakness at the higher levels. So whatever bounces you are getting in pharma, they are being sold into. So that is why Sun Pharma is a sell for me. At the current market price only. Keep a stop loss of 1575 on the upside, and one can look for targets of 1520 to 1500 on the down.
Right, that's a sell on Sun Pharma and a buy on Polycab. On that note, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back, track pre-open and gear you up for